I see a fabulous audience of very happy, smiling, young students here. It's really nice to meet you all. How many of you here can use, not have, but can use at home a smartphone? Excellent. If you can use, hands down, if you can use a smartphone at home, you can do this, okay? And you will have access to over 2,500 books. But it's not just books. Let's show you what I'm talking about. I said reading for fun, didn't I? Did you know reading for fun will encourage your ability to read to improve more than anything else? Reading for fun across many subjects, many different topics, will actually improve your ability to get higher scores at school. The more you read widely about all kinds of things will get you better grades. It's not just me that's saying that. And who wants better grades, right? We all want to improve our studies, because then you'll be able to do cool things like this and come and talk to other people about how great Malaysia is in all kinds of different countries. Reading widely is incredibly important. If you do this one thing, read lots of books, your language skills will improve, your concentration levels will improve, and your ability to get higher scores in your grades, in your tests and exams at every stage will get better. So this is all about Pickatale. Pickatale is this platform for reading, and it's built on a bunch of people from around the world. Teachers, technologists, educationalists, people that know teaching practice. All we do are really simple things. We encourage you guys to read widely, to read about many different things. But teachers, hands up teachers in the room. Hi everybody. Hi. Don't worry, I'm not going to pick on you. Teachers, you'll be able to see what your children are reading. You'll be able to find out what your children like to read, what they don't like to read, and most importantly, where the gaps are in what they're learning about, and the gaps in their reading progress. So you'll be able to pinpoint some great books for them to improve and practice with. It's a library that works on anything. As mentioned, smartphones, it'll work on smartphones. If you're lucky enough to have technology in the classroom, you can use this in the classroom too. You're not alone though. This is a map of the world, and it shows you where students, just like you, are reading in Pickatale already. There are loads of books for you to choose from. Have a look at some of these. These are our own books. There are over 2,000 books, 2,500 books inside Pickatale. Some of them, teachers, you will be able to create instantly. We're going to talk about AI in a minute. Is anybody using AI in the room right now to help with their learning? No, not yet. You soon will be. Really easily, okay? So these are some of our own books which you can read. And these are some of the books. Everybody's heard of Oxford University Press. We've got Oxford University Press books inside of Pickatale. There are some wonderful stories that will develop your students' language and literacy skills from marvellous titles, including Biff, Chip and Kipper, some really well-known books from the UK. Other books that teach STEM. So this isn't just about reading and pleasure, but you'll actually be able to teach STEM from the classroom or encourage your children to read widely about STEM. Children, you'll be able to find out about real people from around the world. Famous people, children, young and old. You'll also be able to read traditional tales, stories, folklore, and at some point in the future, it would be wonderful to have some Malaysian folklore included in the platform too. There's also books from other publishers inside Pickatale. These books are designed to encourage children to practice their phonics, practice their ability to hear and listen to words, listen to the characters, and develop their initial skills in reading. So there's a whole bunch of different titles inside Pickatale. There are some even famous people inside Pickatale that have written some wonderful stories that we get in, for students to read. If you are following the CEFR framework, I think some of you teachers here might be doing that, you'll also be able to make sure that students are reading at the right level. When you go home, I want you to go and search for the app called Pickatale. Can you do that? Yeah. Thank you. And here's what it's going to look like on your phone. So you'll open the app. Once you've logged on, you'll even be able to take quizzes. So some of the children here, you'll be able to take a test just to check how your reading, how your understanding of the book has gone. You'll be able to answer questions and give feedback as well, just like Chigu showed earlier on in the presentation. And you'll also be able to share with parents or guardians the things that you've been learning about. Every single book inside our platform is read to you as well. If you want to listen to the story rather than read the words, you can equally do that. And again, teachers, you'll be able to see a lot of information about what it is that the children have been reading. On top of which, this is not just a book. Not just a normal book for you to read with audio, but a lot of the books have different reading levels. So teachers, you'll be able to set books for children according to their reading ability. Also, the books, some of them that you find and discover will be animated. So you'll have beautiful pictures that will come to life as you're reading the stories. You'll also be able to see, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate it right now because the technology isn't letting me switch between screens, but we'll have a go at that in a second. In fact, do you want to switch to one of the videos? Switch to the Vikings video. This is one of the books animated inside the platform. This is a book about Vikings, and you'll see that it's being read. The audio is not connecting. You'll see that this is being read to you aloud, and it's being read by real voice actors. So you'll hear the story being read to you in a really fabulous, engaging way. But it doesn't just stop there. Some other features, and we'll go to the videos again, and I'll show you Darwin. So here's a book about Charles Darwin. And here's Charles Darwin introducing himself to you before you even start to read the book. Thank you. Okay, go back to the PowerPoint just for a second, because what I want to do is show you one more thing. And here we go. Teachers, if you're lucky enough to have some technology in the classroom, such as a projector, you can use the books as a teaching aid in the classroom too. If you open a Pickatale book, not only will you be able to read it as a class activity, but you'll also be able to zoom in and look at the beautiful pictures, listen to the story being read aloud in real actor audio, But on top of that, you'll be able to click on individual words or pictures to hear how that word is pronounced, how that word is spoken, and also to hear the explanation of it. Here is an example of two different levels of the same book. And again, you can choose which version you want to read, the easy version or the more complicated version. Now this is absolutely fabulous. Not many people have seen this yet, but we are launching a brand new phonics program to teach reading from early years. So reading from nothing. Children will be able to follow the lesson plans that we provide and the activities that we provide to help engage early reading skills through a systemic phonics program. Here's a little bit of a screenshot of what that's going to look like. Okay, at this point, I'm going to say thank you very much, because what I want to do is hand over to the next presenter. But please remember, if you log on to Pickatale at home, before you leave today, we're going to make sure that you can access Pickatale so that at home, or at school, or wherever you are, you can read from 2,500 books. Does that sound good? Okay. Happy reading. I want to see all of you reading on Pickatale really soon. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody.